I'm leaning like a fucking kickstand. Mixing my feet, yeah, you know I just bought them home. When I say sorry, the only concern is to make sure my body.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Woe24, and as you know, I bring the hottest rappers to the flow. And for this video, we got something that's just... It's leaving people speechless, to say the least. You get what I'm saying? Apparently, Russell Simmons had flew Usher out to Bali for a yoga session. A yoga session. This involves men contorting their bodies in different positions that the average human does not know or doesn't know how to do. Oh, and it gets more spicy. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so. It's your boy, Woe24, and I gotta let y'all see this. I honestly can't believe, like, it's a lot of things going on in hip-hop that we gotta talk about it now, because it's like some of these things are starting to come out, and as they come out, things are starting to show themselves more and more and more and more and more. And it's like, okay, if you start putting 2 and 2 together, eventually it will make 4. And if you start putting more 2s on top of that, it will equal more. So we're getting all type of different things going on in the industry. And this is what he posted. I was at my lowest point in my life. I woke up and this man was sitting by my bed. What? I had known Usher since he was a kid, but we really bonded because of our mutual love for self-discovery and our beliefs in yoga science as a direct route to realizing God's consciousness in ourselves. Is that Beyonce love on top? Now you mean to tell me you could have played Friends? How many of us have them? Friends, you know, ones we can depend on. Friends, but you're playing Finally You Put My Love on Top. So it went from him loving on Diddy, Russell sitting back there super sad, I could imagine, and then when Usher finally comes out to him, finally you put my love on top. You guys got to start to listen to these things. These men are bending in positions. Most of them have their rumps in the air, and this is crazy. Just watch this. Ooh. Look at this guy. This is my point. Look at him. And you see how on those certain parts of the song it says, "You're the one I love." Goes to Usher, "You're the one I need." Goes to another picture of Usher right over the shoulder. Right over his shoulder. I don't think he's talking to that woman that he barely knows. He hasn't been knowing her since she was a kid. Are those rose petals? Now I know in certain countries like Hawaii, Bali, Singapore, they lay out different flowers for people when they walk, and their thing is flowers. You get what I'm saying? It's a spirituality for unity, health, wealth, and prosperity. But at the same time, this says welcome, and I think he had. What is going on? Is he serious? Who's recording this video of him in the shower? Or the steam room, or the freonic room, whatever. The cryobolic chamber. This can't be real, bruh. This is just bad timing. Usher's name is ringing bells with Diddy in the alleged essay that happened to him when he was at Flavor Camp, and now all of a sudden you done brought this man to a far secluded area and started making videos that are so quick to pick apart. But I'm not passing judgment on anybody, but this is just, come on, man. Let's be real. If we gonna keep it 100, we gonna keep it a buck, we gonna keep it a big stacko. This is not something you would want to post at a time like this. This is not something you would want to post at all. But at a specific time like this, with all this that's going on in the media, I would stay far away from anything that has to do with any clothes off. This is a nose closed barred matchup. And just so you know, Russ did type that. It says Uncle Rush right there. And are those rose petals behind them? And why is Usher sitting like that? Why is he sitting like this? What man sits like this? Whoa, this is crazy, dude. This is incredible. This is incredible. I can't believe I'm seeing this going on. And it may not be anything zesty, but at the same time, the timing is bad. Very bad for you guys to be doing this. And it just, me personally, is a lot of things going on in hip hop that needs to be addressed. In my next video, I will be talking about the Shannon Sharpe incident, because I see that a lot of people was really going in on him and they're not letting up. So I think, look at this guy. Look at this guy. You guys can't tell me this ain't strange. I see a few women. Okay, cool. Maybe they were there for yoga. But what happens when yoga's finished? You can't do yoga 24 hours a day, so I wonder what that spare time is taken up doing. He ain't performing. He's not out there doing a show. Let that be known. And what is this guy wearing? See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all walking around a resort with men in a no-clothes bar matchup. What is he wearing? I would not even be comfortable. Not trying to be funny. I don't I don't think I'd be comfortable in that situation. A man with a spade and a top bun with that on, the only way I'll be comfortable with that is if we're in an MMA gym and somebody is sparring and I'm sparring and there's other people in there and they have attire like that. That's typical for MMA, mixed martial arts and stuff of that nature. But this is crazy. You guys are at a resort. Oh, and then they just, to top it off, one more picture with another man that's just standing outright strange. Somebody better get to giving some answers, because Usher, it is too much on you right now at this time to be hanging out with any male on any solo vacations doing anything involving flowers, showers, or intimate clothing. This is, woo, boy, you got it bad. Nah, for real, but it's your boy Woe24. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so. But I gotta go. Woe24!